What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Okay, listen. Now let me tell y'all how we do this over here. Because, y'all like to go and some of y'all I figure like look at probably like Candy's video, speak on it before y'all come and look at some of the reviews or whatever. But when I do my reviews, just to let y'all know, baby, I don't look at nobody else stuff yet, okay? Because as soon as the show go off, I have to go ahead and start talking so I can get my thoughts out. But yes, I will be looking at Candy speak on it after I get through doing my review to see what's going on. Because Mama said make sure you have your notifications on after the episode. And I said, all right. And I saw the little trailer she didn't put out because she about to address a whole bunch of stuff. And Mama, I want you to address it all. And I want the receipts to back it up, baby, because, I believe you. Some of the stuff, okay? But anyway, moving on from that. So we get up into this episode, and if y'all don't know, this is Xscape, SWV, the Queens of R&B, or what is it? SWV, Xscape, Queens of R&B, Season 1, Episode 4, top billing. So after the mess that happened last week, who would have thought that one last part would have caused so much drama for them and for social media? It was just a mess last week. Everybody was wilding out. And I'm going to be honest, sometimes some of this stuff is very entertaining, but at the same time, it is also very, very sad because I do not like to see these groups going back and forth at each other, going against each other. The fans, doing the back and forth and the, comparing and contrasting and everything. And it's just a simple fact that this is a good idea to have these black women come together, classic girl groups, okay? Because we really don't have that right now, and the fact that their names are still being talked about, you know what I'm saying? And there is still an interest in them. That is beautiful, right? And so we didn't need all this contention and all this, this one is better, this one can't sing, and this one it is. I hated that, right? So I was not expecting that, baby. I was sitting back there looking at all this stuff like, girl, what? Why is the Twitterverse and social media verse just set ablaze? But we get to the episode this week, and we pick up with Coco and Taj. Coco and Taj, they out there, doing some little exercising and stuff. They got a little trainer and everything. They do the little, baby, when little Aries told Tiny and old girl, she was like, you want to visit my aliens? Have you seen my aliens? I built a rocket ship right underneath this house. I said, you did, girl? She was like, yeah, and this and this. And I said, oh, let me tell you something. I ain't got time for kids these days, all right? I'm just going to tell you that. Little Aries is cute, but see, I ain't got time to play into their imaginations because I be... Now tell me how you do that. Okay, I get real literal with them and hurt their feelings, and I don't want to do that, because kids are sensitive. And maybe I feel like that right now because I be surrounded by a whole bunch of kids and they be getting on my nerves because their parents don't be doing nothing with them. But anyway, it was cute. I like little Aries. Meanwhile, so we get to, like I said, Taj and Coco, they doing a little exercise, working out in the gym together, and Taj was just talking about how their relationship has progressed over the past 20 years. She said, listen, if it was 20 years ago, me and Coco, we just wouldn't have saw it for each other. At least Coco wouldn't have saw it for her. They was the type of people that, Coco, she was the catty person. And it's almost as if she was the Regina George of the group, okay? Because she said if Coco wasn't messing with you, then nobody else was going to mess with you. So I just be sitting here assed out because ain't nobody talking to me because Coco ain't talking to me, I said, oh, for somebody to give somebody that much power over you and over a situation, I be damned. Okay, girl, please. I don't want to talk to you either. The fuck? You think you're making me feel some type of way? But I'm so glad that they are on a good term because there was some things out there about SWV back in the day. I remember when they used to get into it all the time. But moving on from there, I'm so glad that they have matured. And Xscape has yet to do that. Well, let me just take that back. One person in Xscape has yet to do that. But anyway, moving on from that, they get to talking about how the whole situation went the night before at the little meeting and all this stuff. And, it's just like, from what Coco has said, you know, and this is off the beat. This is what I found, you know, when they was on live or whatever afterwards. She was just taken aback by the whole thing because when she signed up to do the show, according to her, they said it was already going to be a co-headline situation. And then when Candy popped up and said, well, you know, on our tours, we headline and all this stuff. And she was just really confused because she was like, if I knew that that's what it was going to be, I wouldn't have signed the contract. And I had already signed the contract to do the show. So therefore, that's why I had to continue it. So that's where the issue was coming from and all that attitude. And that's understandable. If you didn't change some stuff around that I didn't know, I'm going to feel some type of way. But at the same time, Candy saying our tour or my tour, or this is what we do on our tour and all this stuff, talking about Xscape. This is not a tour right now. This is just a one-day show. You know what I'm saying? And so it should have never been all of that issue. And they was talking about how they never really, and Coco is really shady, okay? She was just talking about how the fact she ain't never had all these issues with any other girl groups that they had been with. You know, they had worked with En Vogue. They worked with TLC. And Tosh was like, and they all sold way more than all of us. You know what I'm saying? And when Coco was up in that studio, when she was in that confessional and she said something about Xscape, something, I'm gonna let them have it with they 7 million records. Now, see, Coco, that wasn't necessary, but it was funny because I chuckled. You know, that's what I did. But, you know, moving on from that, Lily, let me tell you something. Sister Hot Puss, I don't know. Some people may not be here for Lily trying to do this erotica type of situation, but Lily said, listen, music ain't gonna always pay the bills, all right? I ain't gonna be able to always get up on the stage. You know, I've already experienced homelessness and, you know, not knowing where the next meal gonna come from and where the next gig gonna come from and me scrumping and scrounging trying to do this and do that. So, baby, I'm gonna have to make a way, somehow so that some income can continue to get up in here. And one of those revenues of income is gonna be this book, you know, because everybody like a good sex book. I don't care what nobody say, girl. Some of y'all grew up on Zane, Sex Chronicles, okay? Like, come on. Noray, you know. Oh, my goodness. Speaking of, and I'm talking about Noray, Noire. Y'all ain't never read none of they books? Baby. Them books used to intrigue me, and they used to scare me at the same time because they was a little bit like, it was so much. I said, why are they so angry? And so it was like sexual violence and stuff. I said, what is this? It was a lie. It was a lie, you know, and I'm a teenager / preteen reading this stuff. Girl, go get Candy Liquor, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And go get all of Zane and the Sex Chronicles and all of her books or whatever. Baby, 9 out of 10, just about everybody that's watching me right now, y'all done read all those books anyway. So y'all probably will pick up a copy. Girl, I pick up a PDF. And if the PDF is good, then, you know, but you probably going to be talking about dicks. I don't want to. This is a heterosexual. Is she heterosexual? This is a heterosexual lady. So she's doing it for you heteros. But, you know, I skim the PDF copy online. And then if it sounds a little good, I still bad just to support. You know what I'm saying? Lily had that manager come up in there and gave him a solo red cup. Because she said, listen, girl, don't say nothing. Because I don't like washing dishes. I said, girl, I ain't going to say nothing because I got mine's over here. Y'all know I keep me a plastic something over here because Ashley don't like washing dishes either. Okay? So, they got to figure out what they going to do with this whole situation because they just really was not prepared for all of that mess to happen, what happened the day before. Okay? And I was just like, that's crazy. This is not the impression that you want to put out there. First of all, y'all making it seem like y'all very hard to work with at this point. Y'all are really displaying this on TV. And I would have said, cut the tape. Cut the tape, scrap it, okay? Because I don't want people to see this. But I feel like Xscape's reason for putting this show out is so that everybody can see, especially to what's that girl, Candy? So y'all can see it ain't me, it ain't us, it's that other one, okay? That's what the issue is. So y'all can get up off our ass and get up on hers. And it's working. If that's the case, it's working. Moving on from that, Taj and Tamika go sit down and they have a little get together lunch, and they was just doing like a little cram session of like trying to get the little ideas brainstorming and stuff like that or whatever, you know, trying to get some things together. And let me tell you something, I love this scene. I really did, because after all of the chaos and the drama that was going for the last 3 episodes, to see this and have Taj and Tamika come together, you know, even though Tamika was like, I mean, I don't know, we really gonna let them co-headline or whatever, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But either way, them coming together and them just being like the ones that don't really have that much, I don't want the drama. I just want to do the work. And I want us to do the work together, you know, and them sharing the ideas. And we got Tamika being in her creative mode, and she's like, she's never been in one that brings like the creative process to the fruition or whatever. That wasn't her place in the group. So for her to just be making up all this stuff, and it was sounding good for the most part, you know, the SWV names and the Xscape names, and, you know, the water coming down during rain, and then it goes into Who Can I Run To? I don't know, one of them songs that they had. That was that, right? And then Tamika and these horses. Girl, that horse gonna throw you off just like CeeLo, okay? You already saw what happened to CeeLo. You don't want that to happen to you, so I'm gonna need you to let that horse go, all right? They already saying that what CeeLo did was animal cruelty, okay? Because first of all, why was he up there on that horse? And second of all, why was that horse in that place where it was? That's why the horse got mad, because the horse said, this ain't outside. Where is the green pastures? This ain't it. And why is this person on me? You know, I was about to say something else, but let me shut up. Anyway, so I was just like, this is cute, because Taj was listening. She wasn't, you know, she was giving her big ups and everything. And I was like, this is the sisterhood that I wanted to see, all right? So I'm really liking Taj. I always like Taj. I'm really liking Taj, and I'm really liking Tamika right about now, okay? Moving on from that, you know, they was finna have a get together over there. I don't know who place it was. Could be Coco's place while they was out there in Atlanta or whatever. It was a little apartment. It looked cute or whatever. Coco and them, they got some fake ass charcuterie boards, okay? Now why they ain't getting no charcuterie board, they got a charcuterie board because it wasn't no fruit. I said, where is the crackers at? Where is the variety of fruits? I mean, you ain't even got no you ain't got no mango on there. You ain't got no what? You ain't got no green grapes. You ain't got no purple grapes. You know, I couldn't pick and choose or whatever. Baby, throw me a little orange slice. Okay, give me a piece of cracker. Girl, you couldn't even go get the Ritz. You couldn't even go get the Ritz. She said, girl, get this Kraft cheese and get this piece of ham. All right, that's what you gonna do. Lily came up in there and she took a piece and she said, girl, hell no. That shit was funny. She put that stuff in her mouth and she spit it right back out. And so they was waiting on that Xscape. I said, now see, y'all really want Xscape to come up in y'all place, and this is a smaller place, because after what happened, I wouldn't want to see them bitches, you know, after all of that. But they came up in there, you know, Tiny came first, and then it was Latasha. I was surprised that she was there. Candy showed up, Tamika and everybody, all right? So they sitting there. Tamika was about to get ready to start talking about, you know, the ideas that she had on the creative front, and she brought that creative director, Steve, right? Because I was like, who is him? This is Xscape at SWV, not Xscape at SWV and others. Who is you? And it was like, my name is Steve. I'm the creative director for Xscape, and I'm here for Tamika because Tamika has some ideas. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so at this point, Tamika was about to get started. She was like, so I was doing all of this stuff, you know, and I was thinking of some ideas, and I was thinking that Coco said, now hold on. That's cute, but before we get too deep up into this, answer me this and riddle me that. Baby, what's we gonna do about this co-headlining? Is we co-headlining, somebody headlining, what is it? Okay, and they looking like, I don't know. They was like, Candy, bitch, what? Because y'all the one that had the main shit to say. Girl, Candy said, it's whatever my group gotta say. You know, whatever my group decide, that's what they gonna do. Here go Latasha. We gonna do the co-headline. We gonna do the co-headline. That's the best thing to do for right there. We gonna do the co-headline. That's what it is. Put it in stone. Girl, Candy and them looking at her like this, and mostly Candy like, oh. So you gonna come up in here, ain't really been putting forth nothing, but then you come up here making decisions for the group, right? And I said, you know what? Yeah, I felt a little type of way. I said, now how come you making and speaking for the group? Granted, it was the right situation and the right solution to the problem. That's what we've been saying, most of us. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not a tour. This is a one-night thing. You come up here saying all of this stuff or whatever, but you can't participate. And it's like, it's not like you're going to be there. You're not even all the way in the group, right? So then later, you got Tamika giving her ideas. And I mean, she was giving it, okay? She had the stuff spread out. She said, we're going to do this. We're going to have this. We're going to have pyrotechnics. We're going to have the 3D signia of the names. And then they're going to be merging into each other. They're going to be on LED lights or whatever. They're going to be on the whole stage or whatever. Mind you, the way Tamika was putting it out there, girl, and I'm sitting here like this. Okay, I can see that. You know, it really don't take much for me to get excited, especially when you put it out there clearly, and she clearly put it out there for me. So I was like, this is kind of cute. That's a cute idea. Baby, one little suggestion that she had, I think it was Tiny, was like, it's cute, it was corny, but it's cute. And I'm sitting here like, but what you do? Okay, but what y'all do? It was cute though, but everybody was liking it, right? And then Tamika keep on talking about these damn horses. Baby, we ain't finna do no horse, okay? Taj said the last time we got on the horse, or Lily and they was like, the last time we got on the horse, baby, was when we was on the Human Nature video, okay? Right there, video. Baby, we're not finna do that, okay? It's just not finna happen, all right? And what really bothered me the whole time was every time Tamika opened up her mouth and she was showing everything that she had, she came prepared. Tamika is not playing games, okay? And if you are coming together and you have a project due, and see, bitch, this is why I don't like group projects, because it's always going to be one person, maybe two, that's going to be doing the most work, because everybody else ain't going to put forth all the effort that you do. I couldn't stand group projects up in school because I just knew something like this was going to happen. But what bothered me so much was the fact that Tamika is giving all these good ideas. Everybody is listening and everybody is giving props and stuff. But yet Latasha is sitting there like, and I'm just like, yo, sourpuss head ass, like, what's going on? And when I say sourpuss, she literally had this nasty look on her face, like, it reeked of jealousy, it reeked of bitterness, it reeked of, and then gonna say something. Yeah, all these years I've been up in Xscape, I was the one that was like the creative director, you know, putting out the ideas and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden Tamika wanna come through and she wanna do this. Okay, well, bitch, you ain't do nothing. What did you present to the table? You have not done nothing in this whole entire process. Mind you, they said it's about to happen in 30 days, okay? What, we supposed to sit around and wait for you to get your situation done with this whole fake ass solo situation that you got going on that you're not telling nobody about, and you want to get up in your feelings because your sister went on ahead and took the initiative and she's finally stepping out and doing something because 9 out of 10 your ass was holding her back. I said, girl, get up out of here. You are troublesome. Okay, you are pathetic. I ain't never seen some mess like this on TV where it is so blatant that one sibling is so jealous or wanting another sibling to stay put so that they can continue to rise and they can just be in the same place that they at. Baby, and then you going about it so underhandedly and so sneakily. You haven't even told your own sister that you got this goddamn solo deal. Man, you haven't told the group. If it wasn't for Taj would, Candy would know. I said, that's trash. That is so trash. I'm like, get about your feelings, girl. You know, and then we get to sing with Coco and Taj and, you know, her son Jaden. Or is it Jaden or Jalen? Jalen. So they going to the store. They have a little, you know, shopping little thing. And one of them shirts said, put it on her, making what I marry me. I said, is this Rashida's shop? Is this one of Rashida's shop? Rashida, this your shop. They making money off your song. It is so funny how, girl, I don't know if the song blew up when it first came out, which I highly doubt, but TikTok came through and revived it a little bit for little Rashida or whatever. You know, that's how the TikTok girls do these days. But anyway, So you got that going on, and you know, Coco winds up telling her about the fact that Jay don't want to go back to school, and you know, Taj felt some type of way, and they keep on trying to tell him, you're young, okay? One day you wake up and you don't want to do this, and then the next day you probably like, yeah, I do want to do that, you know? So keep that as an option, because you can do both. And I'm liking the fact that Taj is telling him you can do both. But basically, that's what everybody is telling him. And I know that I was saying that I don't like the way that Coco was like, you know, you have to go to school, because technically speaking, he don't have to. And I'm not a proponent of forcing people to do things that they don't want to do. Like, you should have said, if you don't want to go to school, then you're going to have to go get a job. Okay? Because you're not going to stay up in here rent free. That's what you're not going to do. But see, Coco wasn't going to do that. Coco was very adamant about him going to school. And it's understandable. But at the same time, you know, Mr. J, like Taj said, you can do both, and you have time. You really have time, because at this point, you get a record deal. Ain't no telling when your album gonna actually come out there on this, out there to the people or whatever, get released. Okay, you can sign a record deal and still be sitting back for years before they figure out what exactly to do with you. You know. And you actually need to go to, like, you have a beautiful voice, but there's nothing wrong with getting some more vocal training, doing the media stuff or whatever, getting all of that together. And that takes time as well. So you can do both, you know. Moving on from that. Excuse me. Now, Candy. Don't you do this ever again. I like you, girl. You know, you shouting me out, all that stuff, whatever. You know, Candy in the game, all that stuff, gang, 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 gang. All right, but baby, there we gotta stay in our lanes, okay? We gotta stay, and you veered off track a little bit. And I said, girl, get back on it by letting that go. Candy popped up and she was in the studio, and all we heard was, I said, stop it. Candy girl. I said, every man wants a woman. I said, stop it, girl, stop it. And it's not that she sounded, it's not that she sounded bad. It just wasn't for her voice. It was very nasal. Let me stop. I'm gonna leave that alone. Just don't do it again, okay? Let Coco do it, all right? And then Coco and her son come up in there. And I said, oh, what is this? What is this? Okay, and so they in there, and then Latasha was in there. And so they're going over what they're going to do for the show or whatever. And I ain't even got to say all the stuff that they're going to do or whatever. You know, because they were just talking about, we're going to open up the show with a good song, with a banger, end it with a banger. You know, that's how we do, interchange this, do that, blah, 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 blah. We going over the set list and the songs that we have. Coco talking about the songs that SWV have, the very strong ones that everybody know for sure. And then Candy started talking about the ones that she, that Xscapes have, right? Mind you, Latasha is sitting there, okay? And she was talking, and she said, you know, started off with just kicking it. Ended probably with, I know you don't like this song, but who can I run to? You know what I'm saying? And Latasha was like, And she was like, so what's your suggestion? How you feel about that? She was like, you want a fence or you here for? She was like, I don't know. I said, what the f is your problem? Why are you... Latasha made me so mad. Every time she pops up on the screen, and I hate that... Baby, I ain't never felt this way about Latasha. I have never felt this way about Latasha. I liked everybody in Xscape equally. Everybody in Xscape equally. Even when they was having their issues, when Candy wasn't trying to mess with them because of the drama that was happening between the Scott sisters and her at the time back then, and I understood that, I still rock with the whole Xscape group. Tasha, Tiny, Tamika, and Candy equally, right? But now, Latasha, I really can't stand you at all. Like, every time she come up on this show, It's a sour puss face. You always acting like you got something else to do. You telling them that, you know, you got other things going on and all that stuff or whatever. How dare you sit there and basically put it out there that, you know, I got more important stuff to do. Okay, well, if you got stuff going on, that's fine. So just tell us that you're not going to be involved, okay? Just tell us you don't want to do this and stop wasting our time so we can configure out what it is that we need to do. And so, you know, we see later Tosh and Tamika, they meeting up with Steven and he do the little set design stuff. And it was cute. I was enjoying it. I like what they was doing. I like to see the creative side of these tours and stuff when they get put together. I really feel like artists should do that because we live in a day and age where people throw out videos just to throw out videos these days, right? It's no like lead up to it and we ain't excited because back in the day we used to have them on MTV. We used to have making a video, baby. Everybody and their mama was tuned in each week when it was a new video being made by whichever artist. We didn't care. We just liked the behind the scene type of situation. I feel as though we need to bring something back like that and show the behind the scenes with these tours or whatever. I feel like all the artists should do that, especially the big ones, okay? Because it be so fascinating how they be coming together with these ideas. Because I be like, what made you think of that? You know, like Beyonce, I had to put my girl up in that bitch. What made you think of that cue for the Formation tour? What made you think of having it, that visual that she had? And I feel sorry for anybody that didn't go to the Formation tour. The Illuminati version segment of the Formation tour, no shade. But I feel like when I said that, a few of y'all knew exactly what I was talking about. When she was about to do Ring the Alarm and that visual, when it was like her on top of the screen talking to the little people. Girl, that shit was bomb. I said, girl, how you come up with that? Okay, you know, I be wanting to see the ins and outs. So it was really nice to see that. And then again, to see Tamika and Taj, they're all on the same page, you know, and to see your ideas come to fruition. Girl, Tamika, I'm gonna tell you again, leave them horses alone. The horses said, hell no, you got too much ass for them, okay? Meanwhile, Candy had to go talk to Don Juan about this whole situation with Latasha, and it's like, I don't know. And Candy said it right, though. Candy said she's up here trying to get a record deal, right? And the reason why she won't let go of Xscape is because it's like she's going to have something to fall back on if the record deal and that whole solo situation don't work. And that's what we all been peeping, okay? Because we're like, why are you still here? If you're not putting forth the effort to do anything, if you're not all the way there when you get here, and your presence and your energy is just so disgusting, and it's almost as if you don't even want to be around us or be involved with anything with us, why are you here? Okay? And it's because she know for sure, I'm pretty sure she know in the back of her mind that this ain't gonna go right. And right about now, baby, it's damn sure ain't finna go the way that you want it to go. Okay? And Don Juan said, listen, don't try to make nobody no priority that ain't making you a priority. Okay? Like, listen, let's just fuck her. That's just all that it is. And I just don't understand why they can't just, I mean, I get it. You can't really just vote people out the group like that because Latasha look like the type of person that'll probably go try to sue them or whatever. Because Rocky probably gonna tell her to sue them. Anyway, any fucking way, that man, did y'all see that leaked? We'll talk about it in a second. We'll talk about it in a second, girl. In a second. What else is going on? Because I'm trying to get to all the stuff before I get to the last part, because you know what? The situation at the end really bothered me because if you're not going to show up somewhere, tell that person. I do not like it when we have plans, you know that we have plans to do something, and then instead of telling somebody that you're going to be late or you're not going to make it, you stay quiet. That is not being a professional. That is somebody being hard to work with, somebody that's undependable and somebody just being a straight up asshole. And that is exactly what was going on with Latasha. Latasha is a fucking asshole at this point. They have rehearsals. Everybody is there, and this ain't even rehearsals for the show that's coming up that they're trying to put together. This is for something that was already in the books that they got to do, right? They haven't rehearsed in a minute, so they're trying to come together, and I'm talking about Xscape. They're trying to come together, and they're trying to, do a little bit of rehearsal, trying to make sure everybody's on a good footing or whatever. Cool. Where's Latasha? Tamika said she don't know if she coming, okay? She don't know. She calls her, she not answering. She's not answering text messages or anything like that. And I said, that's kind of messed up. They damn near halfway through with the rehearsal, and Latasha still ain't there, okay? And it's just really troublesome that you would do something like this and think that it is okay. And it makes me wonder, how were things truly back in the day? Because we see Latasha, she's out here giving her little Love and Hip Hop audition tape, trying to throw shade at Candy, trying to throw shade at Tiny, trying to throw shade at Tamika and everything. The only thing that you got right now is you could talk about, Candy's voice or whatever. You piggybacking off of, what Tamar said and all that shit, because you wasn't talking about that before. You wasn't having no issues with that before. You wasn't shading nothing before. If it wasn't for Tamar coming out talking about that girl, it's Billy Goat Gruff. Girl, you wouldn't have said nothing, okay? We know you can sing. And I just don't like how Latasha, it's okay to come out because you got Tamika saying her part. You do got Candy saying her part and her speak on it. So I don't see nothing wrong with Latasha coming out saying her part. But see, the thing of it is, Latasha, you coming out saying your part as if you are so, like you're the victim. Like people really were craving for you and screaming and really wanting you, and you just letting it go because you just so humbled, and you like, go ahead, I ain't got no problem with you singing, you do that, you know what I'm saying, go ahead girl, you do that. And I'm sitting here like, no girl, every time you open up your mouth in certain instances, it's just making you look even more of a type of person, and it's not making me gravitate towards you to want to support your projects that you have coming up or whatever. And I just really want you to push that back, because this is not helping you. This is not helping you at all. And you want to know what else? Hold on, we'll get there, because I'm finna do it. Candy was pissed because the road manager basically said to Latasha ain't coming. And Candy was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. You want to treat us like you freaking Diana Ross. Happy birthday to Diana Ross, the boss, okay? You want to treat us like you Diana Ross and we the Supremes, or better yet, you Gladys Knight and we the Pips, okay? It don't work like that, and I'm just like, freak her. We can do this whole situation ourselves, and that's what they gonna end up doing probably. Meanwhile, you got Latasha over there with Rocky ass. First of all, don't call my name like I'm your child. That's how he was calling her to come down. Latasha. I said, oh, what? I was waiting for Latasha to say, yes, daddy, okay? Being on her Monique and Sydney shit, and I was just like, all right, what is it? Every time I look at Rocky these days, I'm just like, is he sick? I shouldn't say that. He look like something going on. I said, why you got dark, deep circles around your eyes? You want to know why? Because you stressed out because everybody on your ass, because you stole Tamika's money, okay? And you did that, and you a liar, cheater, heartbreaker, deceiver, and your woman's still going to be with you. At the end of the day, we can talk all the mess that we want to about Rocky and Latasha. Them niggas gonna still be together. Because Latasha, at this point, I really do feel like she feel as though she ain't got nobody else. Or ain't nobody else gonna love her the way that Rocky loves her. And I don't feel like I feel like at one point he probably loved her, but I also feel like he saw a target with her. And I feel like at one point he probably preyed upon her because he knew her self-esteem was kind of low. He knew that she felt some type of way about her body image and all that stuff. And he preyed upon it. That's what I honestly feel like. It's giving a little bit of Monique and Derek from Love After Lockup. Just a little bit. Because she basically the sugar mama. He got on, they up there standing there, girl, it's a pocket on here. Okay, anyway. I told you I get excited and distracted by the stupidest stuff. But anyway, he got her signing a deal. I didn't like the way he had her signing that contract. And I was like, girl, you just gonna sign that and take his word for it, and you ain't gonna get your bitch, married or not, let me read this shit word for word and get a dictionary to look up what these words mean. What are you talking about? Okay, she just so eager to have a solo album. All right, you know, R&B has done me well, but you know, gospel has always been in my heart, and it's since the issues that I'm having, the group is having with me and all this. I said the group ain't having no issues with you, and see, this is what we like to rewrite history. And at this point, I'm glad they do got the cameras on them, because girl, the group ain't got no issues, and the group ain't got issues with you, bitch. You got the issue with the group, okay? The group ain't doing nothing with you. They ain't did nothing to your ass but try to work, and you ain't doing nothing but resisting because you being a petty bitch, okay? Because you think you can strike out and on your own and be solo and all this time or whatever. But at the end of the day, how come you couldn't do this when nobody was talking about Xscape? Because nobody would have been out here wanting to get your stuff. And listen, at the same time, people talking about Xscape, and now the way that you going about this, baby, they still not finna buy your stuff. That album and that you about to put out, it's about to go dust mite, okay? Somebody said that gospel album is about to go negative wood, just like the wood Jesus was pinned to the cross of. I said, you know what? Y'all ain't need to do that, but it ain't gonna do nothing. And it's sad to say. It's sad to say because nobody likes a person with this type of attitude. It's the way that you're moving. And some people say, well, that's how some church people roll either way. But this is so not godly. I don't know how church people roll. I don't go to church. You know, I didn't grow up in the church. I am a Christian, but, you know, that's just another denomination of what I grew up in. I grew up with Jehovah's Witness. That's another video for another day. Anyway, there's that. But, yeah, and it's just like, girl, it's weird the way their relationship is working out. And it's weird the way that she's sneaking about doing things. And, you know, thinking that, you know, she's supposed to give respect. In the way that she said the stuff about Tamika, her sister, it was almost as if, like, you messed up the sisterhood or what we used to do. No, baby, you messed up the sisterhood when you stole her money. Okay, that's just what it was. Y'all, Tasha K did the interview with the side chick. I haven't listened to it, but I have listened to people who talked about it. And basically, I'm going to need some proof, but I'm tending to believe her a little bit. And want to know why? Because what Tasha K put on YouTube was a so-called leaked conversation that she had with Rocky. And see, you want people to be on your side, LaTasha. You want people, Rocky, to stop saying negative things about you and assuming things about you. But then you get on you do stuff like this. That whole phone call, you ain't even, let me tell you something. If you haven't looked at the mistress interview, the so-called alleged mistress interview, the one, and this is the one that came out and said that she was pregnant by him and then said that she wasn't and then said that she was, but he the one that told her to say that she wasn't and that she was hacked. Yeah, her. They've been doing this shit for 5 years, right? Allegedly, according to her. And it's not just her. It was other women, too. A couple of other women had came out, and I had no idea about that. And they had evidence that, you know, I guess Tasha K allegedly had. But at the same time, this is what I'm talking about. You ain't got to look at that interview. Just go listen to the phone call of him on the phone with Tasha K. And even Tasha K had to call that shit out like, bitch, the way you stuttering, the way you talking, he speaks as if he's trying to scam. He speaks as if he's trying to sell something, and also as if, you know, he's trying to cover up and hurry up and think of some lies, okay? That's how he speaks. And, you know, basically, when it came to Tamika money, he said they sent it to LaTasha by mistake. Okay, well, if that's the case, why you ain't give it back to Tamika? And you're basically implementing yourself. And we do realize that, yeah, he cheats. Okay, he cheats. And I'm sitting here like, did you talk to your wife about this before you got on the phone and you putting all this stuff out here? And I don't even care if he didn't know that this was being recorded, but it's like, this is Tasha K. You should always know that something's probably going to be recorded when you are on the phone with her. Okay, like, come on. You can't be that dumb. You can't be that dumb. That voice, that message, that video alone, that conversation alone just really sunk even further that it's some bullshit that's going on in that Rocky and Latasha household. And that's why I truly feel like that man is trying to get all that he can get out of her. And once he realized that he can't get nothing else, he probably will be up and out of there. Because you see how he was more excited about her signing the contract than her. I mean, she liked the fact that she gonna be owning her masters or whatever, but what good is that if ain't nobody interested in listening to the stuff? Motown Records, I ain't trying to tell y'all how to do y'all job, but y'all taking a big ass risk and y'all about to take a big ass loss, okay? No shade. And I hate the way that this is coming off very nasty, very negative towards this black woman, because we supposed to uplift ourselves, but this is the sole situation. We can be here for our black people and everything, and we can be very supportive when they need it and when they deserve it. But when they giving out that nasty and negative ass energy, that's when I had to take a fucking step back and call a thing a goddamn thing. Latasha, you brought all this negativity on yourself, okay? Baby, you could have came on here and flipped this shit and made Candy look like the bad guy. I mean, it's a lot of people that don't really like Candy like that anyway from the Real Housewives, and that probably would have been easy for you. But no, bitch, you making it seem like, you making everybody see like, bitch, it's really you. See, you ain't play this right. You ain't play this right, and this ain't your first time on a reality TV show. Girl, you and Rocky doing the wrong things. Get you another manager, baby. That ain't the one that's fucking you and getting 10, 15. You probably giving that man 25, 30%. Just dumb. I don't know of what, but yeah, that's what you're doing. But anyway, that what's going on? That's the episode, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I'm about to go look at Candy, speak on it, okay? And if it's some stuff, please don't put it down in the comment. And tell me, well, in the video, Candy said this. Girl, I don't care what Candy said because I ain't watched it yet. I watched the TV show, okay? This is where my opinions is forming. Baby, I'm about to go watch it, though. And if it's some juicy stuff or whatever, I might come back for another video, okay? But anyway, you guys have an amazing week. I hope that you do have a beautiful week. Please just let Monday don't Monday like it was last week, okay? Because that was a mess, all right? We don't need no more. So I hope y'all have a good time, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.